Someone else looking to learn the tricks of the trade is singer-songwriter Jemma Rosenthal.
So I missed that one.
I wanted to come to do a master's degree because I've been songwriting and producing since I was a child, and although I've been performing a lot, I also wanted to get my music more out there and on radio and things like that.
I think you're afraid of love. I think you're afraid of.
So I guess I wanted to improve my production skills and also get the business side of it sorted as well, because that's where I think a lot of musicians find themselves getting themselves in the headspin of like, how do I get my music out there? How do I be heard? How do I reach new audiences? And just being in an environment where there's professionals, people who've done it before.
So I'll let you go. I think you're afraid of love. I think you're afraid of what could be us.
This is actually a really cool building to walk around. Classic old guitars on the wall, bits of music memorabilia here and there. And poke your head into any room and someone is jamming or practicing on the decks. And what's clear is this isn't a place for unrealistic dreamers. These are focused, driven students. 23-year-old Daniel Wood came here from Nottingham.
Music was always an escape for me. School was a tough time. Music was always the place where I'd put my headphones on and it felt like the outside world just didn't exist. It was me, my keyboard, my computer, and I just love to create stuff. I've always loved creativity. It's always been a place, my happy place, my go-to place if ever I was having a bad day or just needed that escape from reality. Fast forward a few years, I finally mustered up the courage to chase that dream, and Waterbear opening in Sheffield. I wanted to come to Sheffield because of the history. It's so rich of music here, and I love bands like Def Leppard. They are big inspirations to me, and just everything about Sheffield just really spoke to me. And then this place opening in Sheffield, it just almost seemed like the timing was perfect.
And what's the dream?
I want to release and record music, whether that's for TV, film, adverts, or even just my own music. I really want to just live, breathe, and just love music and do that as a career. My biggest inspiration is Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters. I love what he does. He writes his own music, he records his own music. That is what I want to do. That's where I want to get to in my life. If I can reach to that point, I will be satisfied.
I mean, being Dave Grohl is not a bad ambition, is it?
It's more about the actual practical. So it's a practical course. They're helping you put out your music.
Yeah.
They're helping you with your production skills, and just having that support around you. I think that's really, really important. And when I saw the course, I thought, yeah, this is going to help with all those skills and making sure that you're doing the right thing.
In the late 1990s and early noughties, if you're into your trance and techno music, Republic nightclub was the place to go. Gatecrasher nights were huge. The club was actually renamed Gatecrasher 1 in 2003, but after a fire in 2007, the club closed down.
On the circle of fifth, they are next to each other.
Well, now, 15 years later, you can still hear music within these walls. Perhaps there's a few less fluorescent tutus, but the vibrancy is here. This is Waterbear.
Together. And it's a really good tool as a circle of fifths to build in your...
The Waterbear model is to use real musicians, DJs and producers working in the business. They run the sessions.
Hi, I'm Charlotte Green and I'm teaching production tools, composition with technology and electronic performance.
Goodness me, I don't think I understood all of that, Charlotte. So I've just interrupted your class. What was going on in there, firstly?
Harmonies and melodies. So I've been talking through the circle of fifths and...
what does that mean?
It's a way to find chords which will go together. So it's a good little tool.
One of the things you hear a lot is the talent versus hard work debate. So can you really teach someone to be a better songwriter or a more creative music producer?
Well, you can learn the tricks and tips to help you. You can't learn like the determination and grit that's either in you or it's not. So you can be taught anything. If you're not going to follow through with those things, then you're not really going to get anywhere. But I think if you give people the right tools, they'll want to progress and actually find their feet a bit easier.
Someone else looking to learn the tricks of the trade is singer-songwriter Jemma Rosenthal.